If you are in the chat, if you can say hi so I know if you can hear me. And as we're getting into this, I'm going to go over some updates that are going to be going on. For my channel, for a lot of different things that's coming. And I think, let me see. I forgot to make it subscriber only, so I just did, and it defaults to 5 minutes, but let me see if I can do it for any duration. There we go. I know there's someone that keeps coming in and out, so I don't know. Is my chat working, guys? I wonder if my chat is working or not. I'm going to do something. I'm going to go on a different account on my other phone and see if I can come in and chat. If you're in the chat, say hi so I know that my chat is working. Know that my chat is working. Let's turn that off so that way there's no... Let's see. There it goes. Hi, Super Milk Box. Okay, so it is working. So I can go out of here on this phone. Perfect. Hi, Barbara. How are you guys? I was like, is this working? I don't know. I don't know if my chat replay will be on because usually I go on my laptop and before I even go live, I make it subscriber only and then I set it on for the chat replay. So I don't know if we'll have a chat replay because I don't know how to do it from here. YouTube is weird. Like whenever I go live on my phone, it won't always have the chat replay. So you guys have no idea what questions I'm answering. But I mean, I guess that's a good thing, right? Bunny Baby. Hi, how to persist in our news story. I'm affirming for one day, but I'm opposing thoughts like why doesn't show up. I'm affirming for one day like that, how to persist. I don't teach persistence. So if you're new to me, I don't teach techniques. I don't really teach techniques. I don't really teach persisting. I don't teach that you have to robotically affirm so many hours and so many days for you to get your thing. I teach embodiment. I teach identity. I teach self. I teach self-concept because that is the basis for everything. But most people get self-concept misconstrued. They think it's just self-love and self-confidence. No, it is being the self that already has your desire. Super Meltbox, I'm day 5 into your SP course. Going well so far. Perfect. Do you have any feedback for me so far? Like, what's going well? What's not going well? Is there anything that you feel can be improved on? Because the first 7 days is self-concept. There's a reason for that. Perfect. I know there's many other coaches out there that will say you don't need self-concept. They're just misunderstanding what self-concept is. And everybody teaches in their own way. I teach the fastest, easiest way possible, which is self-concept and embodiment. No need to do affirmations all day. No need to even believe your affirmations. No need to script all the time. There's no need for all that. You can have one thought as long as you believe that thought. Like, and what I mean by believing is you have a knowing that it's true and you are the self that has it. That's all you need. And those that are new to me and joining me, hi, I am Alchemistic. I do these once a week, and various days and times I always announce on my community post when I'm going live, and I answer questions live for free. And basically you get to see what my coaching is like. I'm likely not what some people would want, but those that resonate with me do. I'm not here to tell you that you need all this healing. I'm not here to tell you, my hair keeps driving me nuts. I'm not here to tell you that you need all these things in order to acquire your desire. No, it's just embodiment. It's easy, it's shifting. That's all it is. Easy, easy. The easier you make it, the funner it is. And the funner it is, the faster it comes. So if you have a question, you can post it in the chat. Hi, Allie. I don't know if my chat will replay after we're done. Because I was busy before I got on here, and I totally forgot to go on my laptop and switch that on. And YouTube is weird. Like, if I schedule my lives and I go live on my phone, it doesn't always have the chat replay. And I know you guys won't mind. I'm going to paint a top coat on my nails so that my manicure, the current one, will last until I go to the salon again on Tuesday. I'm going Monday or Tuesday. Can't make up my mind yet, but it's going to be one of those days. So this is just regular polish, guys, and I don't know if you can see the regrowth. I already painted this one, but you see the regrowth there? My nail polish is last because of what I do. I use this. It's on my Amazon storefront as well, but I use this. This is what I use on my nails. I get regular polish at the nail salon if I go. Most of the time I do my own nails. I like going to the salon sometimes as like self-care. But I do them myself too. And all I do is I paint this stuff on my nails about once a week. I do it right after I get my nails done. And then I do it a week after. So this regrowth that you just saw is from 8 days. 9 days. I can get this to last 2 weeks if I wanted to. But I have an event I'm going to on Wednesday, so I wanted my nails to be freshly done. And I think I'm going to go with French, like do white tips before the event. And I want them shaped a little bit differently. Because the salon that I went to, I told them to round them, and they didn't really do that. Like, there's some of my nails, if you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not totally rounded. There's still a little bit of, it's almost square. It's kind of like a round square, which is fine. It's just I like them more like round to almond. That's what I like. I find that round to almond, they don't chip as much on the sides. They don't break. And as long as I keep them not too long, once they get to where the point is where they're about to be too long, I'll show you guys. This isn't too long for me. For some people it would be, but not for me. I've had long natural nails for 15 years. About 15 years. I haven't had acrylic on my nails since my early 20s. I know those that are new to me are be like, what? 15 years, early 20s? What are you talking about? Hi. I'm going to read your comment here in just a second, Milkbox. See, multitasking. Putting on the top coat. And then I'm going to read the comment. Okay. In the past, whenever I've done anything imaginal, I feel a lot of emotions like crying, love, warmth, etc. Is this good, normal, mean anything? It means whatever you say it means. So if you have these intense emotions and you give it good meaning, like, oh, I'm crying, so I'm releasing the old self in order to shift to the new self to get the desire, right? The imaginal act that you're doing. Or let's say you're feeling love and warmth. You give that good meaning. Oh, this means my desire is here and now. You see, it doesn't matter which way it goes. Just give it good meaning. It means whatever you say it means. Whatever you say goes. You are literally the God of your reality. You are literally source, God, the universe, higher self, spirit. I don't care what you call yourself. And people laugh when I give this example, and I'm glad that you do. You could say that you're a holy cow, and every time that you moo, you get whatever you want. Whatever you say is true. This is why it doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter if you're atheist. It doesn't matter if, no matter what, you could be a witch, okay? You could cast spells. You could say prayers. You could believe in quantum physics and shifting realities. It's all true. It's whatever you say it is. That's why, guys, I am not religious. Do I post videos on Bible scriptures? Yes, they're my interpretations. But I'm not religious. You'll notice on those videos, they're not the religious translations. And I do have a one of those videos coming out on Sunday, a new one. And I will have another neurodivergent video coming out that I just recorded. It's going to be off camera because it seems like my neurospicy people don't like my mask. I'm kind of offended. Not really. I don't care. But yeah, if you can do imaginal acts, hats off to you. I cannot. I cannot do imaginal scenes in my mind to save my life. But everyone's different. And see, that's why there is no one size fits all. There is no such thing as the perfect technique. There is no such thing as the perfect learning style. This is why I cover all learning styles in my course and in my coaching. And my course includes coaching if you get it done within a certain time. And there are people that frequent my channel that have had coaching with me, so they'll tell you how I am. I'm the same exact way that I am in videos and on here. Like the same exact way. It's just more personalized. You can tell me things that you don't want public, and they will never be public. Like you guys notice, I don't share people's names and stuff if they tell me not to. Well, they don't even have to tell me not to. If they share it and they tell me it's okay, like if they share their name in their review, like if they email me, like Ashley did, right? They email me and they have their name on it, and I say, I emailed her back and I said, hey, your name is on this, is that okay? Or do you want me to take it out? She's like, no, leave it, it's fine. Okay. Ooh, that water did not go down right. Okay. But I will be doing some updates, guys. So, number one that's going to be updated on my website is I'm adding more tiers to my texting membership. Currently, there's just the one type, but you can get it for a week or for a month at a time. And when you sign up, it does automatically put you into a membership, but you can cancel it anytime. I'm also going to have a lower tier for people that might not be able to afford that. You're just going to get less of my time, and it's just going to be texting. No voice notes, just texting. And then I'm going to have a higher tier to where that's going to be way major hand holding. You're going to get more of my time, and you'll also get weekly calls. So weekly coaching calls included. Because I have people that get my texting membership, but then they also book calls. And they requested something like that. So I'm developing that. And then what I'm going to be doing is I have my SP course within Stan Store. I'm about to take it off of Stan Store and put it on an actual like course website, like I don't know, Kajabi, something like that. I'm still looking into which one I want to use. So it's going to be on a course website where I can do a little bit more with it. There are limitations with Stan Store, so I want more flexibility and more customization. So I'm going to take it off of Stan Store, put it on an actual like teaching course site. All of those that have already purchased it will get access to the new one. I'm also going to be adding in new lessons on there that I feel are beneficial based on feedback. Then what I'm creating is a self-concept workshop. So I have the Build-A-Boo workshop that's for SPs. I'm going to have just a self-concept workshop because I've had people buy my SP course just for self-concept. It's like, you don't need it for SP? It's like, okay, great. I'm glad you're doing this, but let me develop something for you. So I'm going to develop just an SP workshop that is also going to go on my member side of my channel. It's going to be the second tier, the Alchemized Reality Warrior tier. Okay. That's where all my workshops will be. It's already got my Build-A-Boo workshop over there and my SP audios. So I'm going to make that workshop first, get that out, and It's going to be about an hour to a 2-hour workshop. And then what I'm going to do is make a self-concept challenge, very similar to the SP challenge, really going deep into major self-concept and shifting of self, shifting of identity. Okay? It's probably going to be 7 days, because really that's all I need with you for that. I might try to see if I can do it out to 14 days. I don't know. I'm going to start developing that, but I want to do the workshop first. So workshop first, so that way people that can observe information very quickly, it's going to be perfect for them. Then I'm going to have the actual course. From there, I'm also developing just a general manifestation workshop. Just going over the basics. Just going over the basics for those that are new. And going into, so I'm going to go through the basics of like what people typically learn with law of assumption, law of attraction, manifestation in general. And I'm going to show them my way of going about it. Again, workshop first, then course. The course is going to be for the deep dives if people need that. But most people don't. Most people just need the workshop. And from there, I'm going to do a workshop on just using ChatGPT. I don't think I need to make it a whole course. A short little workshop will be perfect for ChatGPT. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like screen recordings of me using ChatGPT to show you how to use it with manifestation. Using it as your coach, using it as a role play model, using it to help you with affirmations, with scripting, with any technique that you want to use. Yeah. And yeah, I do have a lot on my to-do list. I told you guys, like I'm constantly doing things behind the scenes. You have no idea. So then I'm going to be doing that. I don't know. I really want to do a money manifestation workshop as well. So I'm debating doing the self-concept or the money one first. But people are telling me self-concept, like feedback that I've gotten when I'm in coaching with people. They said self-concept first. So again, with money, I don't really think I need a full course on it. I think what I'm going to do is make an ebook first. Kind of like my 5 methods ebook. I'm just going to make a quick little ebook so that way it's affordable for everybody. Because when we're talking about money manifestation, most people can't afford to spend even $50 for a workshop. So I want to make just an ebook, a quick reference to help them make shifts first. It's kind of like all of my videos I talk about money manifestation. That's why. Because if you come to my channel, I want you to be able to manifest money. I don't want you to come to me out of desperation. I don't want you to come to me when your funds are low. I've been there. And that's why I don't want to do that. I was in a mountain of debt when I made my huge transition years ago. I talked about this in one of my twin flame videos. I think it was my first one. The twin flames, soulmates, and SPs, how they're all the same thing. It was 2019, into 2019 to early 2020. I ended up in $30,000 of debt. That was from spending money on twin flame readings, twin flame coaching, right? Manifestation coaching, twin flame courses, manifestation courses, Reiki healing, twin flame healings, childhood trauma healings, like all these things, right? $30,000 in debt, guys. Okay. Basically maxed out my cards. And then this beautiful soul, this beautiful woman showed up. I was watching a tarot reading. I was watching one of those pick a card readings, like, is your person coming back soon, or is your person going to contact you soon type thing. And this is why I talk about this, guys. I'm not making fun of you because I've been there. I don't want you to be there. Okay? So I was watching one of those and her ad came on. Like, it was one of the ads that came on, right? And she said, "Are you watching a pick a card reading right now?" I'm like, "You calling me out?" So she was great. She only focused on helping women, but her whole course was to help you escape the twin flame obsession and to get them back. But I didn't care that I got him back when I did. He did come back. He did, because it's just an SP. And why did he come back? Because I focused on self. Why do you guys think I do that? Now, if she was still coaching, if she still had her course, I would 100% endorse it, but she doesn't do it anymore. I reached out to her via email, but she never responded, so I don't even think her email is active anymore. But she's no longer coaching, her course is no longer available, or I would 100% endorse it to my ladies. It was like a divine feminine type course. And I spent the last bit of money that I had on a credit card on that course. I got in during her pre-launch, and I think her pre-launch was like $250, $300. And then each month she raised her price based off of testimonials that she got, the value she was adding to it, and everything else. Her course was very similar to mine. It was a lot packed into it for what you're getting, for your money, I should say. And after her course, I did major shifts. Number one, I stopped being in pain. That was the biggest thing. I was in so much pain before that course. Number two, I stopped watching tarot readings. Number three, I stopped spending money on anything else to do with twin flames, SPs, manifestations, stuff like that. And I focused back on self. And I went from $30,000 in debt and maxing out my last card to $30,000 positive. So all the debt paid and then $30,000 positive in 6 months. 6 months. Okay. And I told myself when I started this type of coaching, I started with twin flame coaching because I did exactly what she did. I would bring people in with the tarot readings. Okay. And then once they got coaching with me, I would shift it to self-concept. That's all I did. And I had so many success stories even with that. Like, if you go on my Instagram, like, they're my older testimonials, you'll see it there. People came to me telling me they thought that they had to be with this person because all these psychics told them they had to be with this person, taking them from that to focusing on self, and they brought in someone that was even better for them, that wasn't abusive, that wasn't hurting them, all these different things. And then I had people that did get their person back, and they wanted that because it wasn't toxic like that, right? And so I do not endorse bringing someone back that is abusive. I don't. I know there are coaches out there that say you can revise them, you can make them better, all these things, yada, 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 yada. I don't endorse that. Even the guy that came to me that told me he wanted his boyfriend back, after he showed me the text messages and the things that he was saying to him, I was like, do you really want this person? He's like, I want the version of him that was before this. I said, can you show me that? Right? And he did. He showed me like how he was before. I was like, okay, this is healthy. So as long as it's this, I'm 100% on board with you. But this current version right here, hell, no, I do not endorse it. I know there's coaches out there that'll say that you can make a narcissist not a narcissist. You can make an abuser not an abuser. Why do you want an abuser? That's what you really need to ask yourself. Why? And typically it's because of a low self-concept. It's because you think that that's all you're worth. Right? And so I won't do it. Did he completely change his situation around? Yes, but I do have clients that come to me that I'm like, no, honey, we're building a whole new boo. We are building a whole new SP. Are you on board with that? Right? And usually they say yes. As long as they want that, then that's what we do. Any of my clients will tell you I am blunt. I am to the point. I don't play around. And I will not tolerate someone being abused. I won't. You guys can say that's a limiting belief. I don't care. 0 Fs. Literally have no Fs. They're all gone. My supply of Fs have ran out. Okay? So just a heads up with that. If you are here because you want to change somebody that's abusing you into not abusing you, I'm not the coach for you. I am the coach for you to maybe revise that and no longer have that person in your life and have someone even better. Yes, but I don't endorse someone abusing you. Especially if they're physically hurting you. But yes, Ali, I will be doing one on money. What do you guys think? Should I do self-concept first or money? Because most people are telling me to do self-concept first. And I'm 100% on board with it. Maybe I should do the money manifestation ebook. Because I can do that within a few days. It doesn't take me long to write an ebook. And then I can do the self-concept workshop. And then do the money manifestation workshop. Then do the self-concept course. Maybe go back and forth through that. And it's so funny to me, the people that bash courses, it's like that's how I turned my life around. Money ebook, okay. I'll work on that this weekend because it will only take me like a couple of days. I could probably have that out by next week. I got part of the self-concept workshop done. Like some of the structure of what I want to do. So I have that done. It's just not recorded. I do structure my stuff first before I start recording with those. But yeah, I can do money. That's not a problem. Money is the easiest thing, in my opinion. It's like the easiest. Literally, I need to post the photo of this on my community post, but I think it was 2 weeks ago. Okay. So end of last month, I signed up for like a few day like coaching course type thing to understand how I can coach better for my personality type and my style, right? And this person that I signed up for this type of thing, her name is McCall Jones. I don't mind saying who it is. And it was like a few days. And at first I didn't sign up for the VIP, and then I did. So before I signed up for the VIP, I said it doesn't matter because I'm going to get VIP treatment anyway because I'm me, right? And it was supposed to be end of last month. But then they emailed and said that it had to be delayed because they had a personal situation come up. And so I said, oh, okay, no problem. Anybody else would have been like, oh, I want my money back. But I didn't care, right? I didn't care. Because they asked if I wanted my money back. And I said, no, I'm good. Because they told me it would be this month. So this month I go in. And because of the situation that they had, they weren't advertising it. They weren't pushing it out. So I was one of 6 people that were in this thing. And she normally has a ton. Okay? So I got more personalized attention. I was prioritized more. Right? And then I still signed up for VIP because it included a course. It included like a lot of things, right? And so there was an additional day and there's an additional coaching with it and stuff like that. I invest in coaching too, guys. I literally practice what I preach. If I want to improve on something, I do. I invest in myself and I know back it's going to come back. So let me get to that. I knew it was going to come back. So the week of the challenge, if you will, coaching, it was like live video over Zoom. I got a random check in the mail that Monday. I didn't know I was going to get this check in the mail. And it was for $300, and that was more than my initial investment. My initial investment, I think, was $100. And then the VIP was an additional $500, I believe. And so I know that's come back. Oh, it already has. I forgot about that, but hold on. So the check that came in the mail, and I need to post it on my community post, but the check that came in the mail was from my insurance company. Apparently there was some type of settlement that I was involved in that I had no idea about. And the check was for $313. Now, why that's significant is that number is significant to me. Okay? My best friend growing up, her birthday was March 13th, 313. She passed away when we were 19. Now, many of you tell me that you get signs from past loved ones. That's one that I get from her. Okay, is I'll see 313. Anytime I take a road trip, I'll see 313 and know that I'm protected, I'm going to be good, and every single time it is. Okay, the check was for 313. So this is what I'm saying, guys. And what's funny is before I went to go check my mail, right as I was checking my mail, I was like, I bet you there's a check in the mail. I didn't even know why. I was just like, I know there's a check in the mail. And there it was. But I might post it on my community post, and I'm just going to like block out my name and stuff like that and the address and whatnot. But yeah, random check for $313 because I said so. Like I said, money is the easiest thing, and you never know how it's going to come. Now, after I invested the additional $500 with McCall, that very day, I made $2,000, like $300 something on my other business. On a day where I normally don't have anything from that business. Make it make sense, right? It doesn't. Because it doesn't need to make sense. Allie, I always say I have more than enough. Exactly. You always have more than enough. You are always taken care of. All of your needs are taken care of by the universe, God, whatever you believe in. And then so there it is. I get money out of thin air. Literally a check in the mail I didn't expect. Omar, you are spoiled. Always. I spoil myself. What are you talking about? Angel, is this a collective reading or can I ask a question? This isn't a reading, but you can ask a question, absolutely. This isn't a reading. I don't know what you mean by reading. This is Manifestation Talk 101. Hi, I'm Alchemistic. I talk about manifestation, law of assumption, and spiritual topics. But understand that when I talk about spiritual topics, it's in the lens of manifestation. Because that's what it all is. Yeah, anyone can ask a question. So if you're new to me and you're just hanging out in my chat, I love you. You can ask a question. Some people were asking questions earlier. I'm not usually on Friday nights, so this is a new night for me. Usually I'm either on Saturdays or Sundays. But yeah, money is the easiest thing. My assumption is whenever I spend money on myself, especially when I am investing in myself, like I said, like doing the thing with McCall, doing the thing with Russell Brunson, right? Getting coaching, investing in my health, no matter what it is, I know that the money I spend comes back tenfold. And it always does, in one way or another. I'm very transparent. I get coaching too. Not always for the same reasons that people come to me for, but sometimes I do have limiting beliefs. I'm human, just like you guys. Like, another thing that I invest in is my health, and I do take NAD supplements. I take, and I'm not sponsored, guys. I wish I was. I take like liquid vitamins, collagen, all of the things. I need to put that on Amazon too. I don't know if if the collagen that I use is on there though. I use different brands, but I use a liquid and a powder. I just alternate them. And oh, another thing that's coming out. So on my members side, I'm tracking my current body changes. I recorded the progress so far. Like, I got the photos done today. I'll be recording the video part of it this weekend, and that will be out next week. Angel, what Rob's current feelings towards me? No contact. We're both Leos, never dated. What is my future with him? We known each other since childhood. I'm not a psychic reader. If you're going to psychics, you're giving your money away, and you're giving your power away, Angel. Psychics are just you pushed out. Rob is just you pushed out. I am just you pushed out. You are the God, source, universe, everything. Your reality itself. Your reality is just a reflection of you. And astral signs don't matter either. Does he have feelings towards you? I don't know. Does he? You tell me. See, whatever you say goes. Whatever you say goes in your reality. Do you believe he has feelings towards you? There you go. There it is. Then he does. Okay. Melanie, how can I persist in the new state without wavering so much? Wavering doesn't matter. Ooh, I know. It's something different than what other people tell you, huh? Wavering doesn't matter. Go watch my video on how I fixed a relationship with my son. I was wavering every single day. And sorry, I'm like picking this stuff off my nails now. Because I'm messy with it and then I pick it off later. But yeah, go watch the video on how I fixed the relationship with my son. I was wavering every day. Like every day. I was crying in my bed in pain. And I was faced with 3D every single day, and it still unfolded. Yeah, stop listening to other people's limited beliefs. That's a limited belief. Wavering stops your manifestation. Okay. Perfect. Angel, he stares at me, etc. I believe, though, in life, people like confirmation. Deep down, people know, but it's nice to hear. But see, that's giving your power away. Why do you need to hear from someone else what your truth is? If Angel is your first name, and I don't know if it is, and if it's not, that doesn't matter. If Angel is your first name, and I saw you in the street and I came up to you and started calling you Samantha, would you not correct me and say, oh, you must be mistaken, I'm Samantha. Sorry, I'm Angel. I'm not Samantha. Right? Wouldn't you correct me? So why aren't you correcting the thoughts or the need for outside confirmation? See, you needing outside validation is giving your power away. Yeah, I'm not for the people that, oh, I was calling you Melanie. It's melanin. I'm sorry. I was calling you Melanie. I don't know if that's your name, but melanin. Yeah, I'm not for those that like coaches telling them that if you don't persist, you're not gonna get your manifestation. If you spiral, you're not gonna get it. If you don't write it 369 times, you're not gonna get your thing, bro. No. I'm the wrong coach for you if you want that. If you don't robotically affirm enough, you're just weak. You're lazy. I don't robotically affirm at all, and I get everything that I want. I teach the lazy way. Go watch the Lazy Girl Method. You understand? Angel, it's not. So I do manifest. I don't, but I do believe people can confirm it as they read tarot. I'm bored on a Friday, but I'm sorry. I guess you're not. Yeah, I'm not for you if you want to give your power away. Respectfully. I'm not offended. Melanin, one last question from me. I know distance is only a circumstance and circumstances don't matter. It's super hard for me to imagine SP because we've never met in person, but I know he's the one. If you know he's the one, why are you calling him SP? Why aren't you calling him what he is to you? Is he your partner? Is he your lover? Is he your boyfriend? Is this your hubby? What is the end result? Melanin, I've downloaded all your videos to watch and they all resonate. I am recommending you to friends and all. Thanks. No problem. I call him husband. Perfect. Then call him husband in here. Stop saying SP. I have a whole video on this. And it's triggered some people. I don't care. But it's like the one mistake that you're making with it is calling them SP or X. Right? My most successful people come to me and say, I want to fix the relationship with spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, etc. The guy that revised his situation said, I want to fix the relationship with my boyfriend. He didn't say ex, even though he was an ex at the time, right? He said my boyfriend. If you came to me, and I do have people come to me for this, and told me, I want to fix the relationship with my daughter. I want to fix the relationship with my father. I want to fix the relationship with a friend. I want to get back in contact with a friend that I haven't heard from in a long time. They don't say SP. Why do we say SP just because it's a romantic relationship? It's the same. It's the same. This is why I direct people when they're spiraling to the video with my son, because it's the same. It does not matter. It is the same. Ali, I hate the SP term, yeah. It's just, it causes mental separation, but there's no separation. There is zero separation. All realities exist. What manifestation actually is it is selecting the reality that you want to experience. So there is a reality right now, Melanin, where you are already married. You've already got that ring on your finger, girl. That rock is big too. Jesus. Are you the type that doesn't cook, doesn't clean, but you still got the ring? Just saying. But there's that reality. That reality already exists. There's a reality where you never met this person, where you don't even know that they exist. And there's the reality that you're experiencing right now. And everything else, infinite numbers, right? There's infinite versions of you. There's infinite versions of your person. There's infinite versions of me. I show up differently for different people, right? One person takes me as aggressive and masculine. But most people say that I'm very feminine, which I am. Okay? So it all exists. And that's why I don't care if people don't resonate with me. I'm just not for them. And that's okay. There's a plethora of other coaches out there. Take your pick, right? But you select the reality where you are already married to this man by being the person that is already married. If you were already married to this man, what would you be doing right now? What would you be thinking? How would you be moving? How would you be acting? Why aren't you doing that right now? You needed to hear this? Yeah. Another technique you can do, and I'm not really for techniques, but if you need this, it's okay. Go buy yourself a ring. If you have a hard time feeling the ring on your finger, go buy yourself a ring. It doesn't have to be expensive. Go on Amazon, go on Temu. I don't even care, girl. Okay? Get you a ring that's your size, put it on your ring finger, and sleep with it at night. And imagine that man cuddled up with you. Okay? When you're taking a shower, imagine that he's brushing his teeth and he's talking to you. Have a conversation with him. And when you have these conversations, know that it's happening right now because you only have the now moment. Yeah, buy the ring. See, I just, you were thinking it. I just reflected it. That's all I did. Hi, JJC. And I know I'm on a different time today, JJC. You missed me babbling about changes that I'm going to be doing, but that's okay. Yeah, go buy the ring, girl. I have a client that she literally bought her dream ring because she's got it like that. She's got money. Right? She went out and got like a 100K ring. Because that's what she wanted. She's like, yeah, this is the ring that I would want him to propose with. I'm like, okay. If you want that, do it. I do have clients that make millions. I have clients that make 6 figures. I have clients that only make like the average income. I have clients that make millions, that want to make billions, everything in between. Yeah, she went out and got her dream ring. And she wears it every night. And her SP is taking her out more. Her husband, I should say. That testimonial will be coming soon. Because that's currently unfolding. And she went from only a couple of dates with this man, just a heads up on this story. She came to me when she had only gone on a couple of dates with him. She already knew that he was the one for her, what she wanted, but he said he's not ready for a relationship right now. He feels like she's the wifey material and he's not ready for that he's not emotionally available. All these things, right? He was insecure and feeling like he wasn't good enough for her. And that's just a reflection because deep down, she didn't feel like he would choose her. That's what we found out. And so we worked on that. And now they've gone on a few more dates. He hasn't even brought up that he's not looking for a wife. And he's starting to treat her like one. Now, when she first came to me, it was not for that situation. It was for taking her business from making $1 million a year to $1 billion. She's a millionaire. She wants to be a billionaire. And this is why when I talk about the different mentalities of different income levels, I'm talking from experience with clients. I interact with them. I know how they think. I know how they act. This is why I tell you guys. Now, am I a millionaire? No. And I will never lie to you guys. But I'm taken care of. I make decent money. I make way more than anyone ever expected me to growing up. And I'm perfectly happy. I don't care to be a billionaire. Millionaire, maybe. But knowing me, I'd take most of that money because you don't really need that much money, in my opinion, for me. I would take most of that money and probably like start charities and stuff because that's just how I am. I already give money every year to charities. For those of you that are in a higher tax bracket, giving to charities is an amazing write-off. Just letting you know. Is there any other questions? Yeah, I feel the same. I wouldn't know what to do with that much. Yeah, and I think it's because I come from poverty. Am I in that mindset anymore? No. But I have more than enough. So for me, I'm happy. And see, I'm happy with what most people call a little. You know, it's not, I don't live in like a mansion. I don't drive an expensive car because I don't care about those things. If I cared about those things, could I get them? Yeah. But I don't care about them. You guys see, like, I live life. I have fun. But yeah, if you guys have questions, you can put them in the chat. But what I was saying earlier, I have the update on my body transformation so far. It's been 4 weeks. So I will be posting that next week. I took the photos. I just got to get the video part recorded. That will be over on my member site, and that's for all levels. And I will be posting like personal stories over there like I have been. Like I did my death experience over there. I did the experience of bringing back a loved one. Okay, bringing back a loved one. Because you're not really bringing them back. You're just going to a reality where they didn't pass when they did. JJC, I think the same thing as well. I have more than enough now and appreciate my work, but I want to change careers sooner than later. I haven't seen external movement pointing towards that change, though. Why are you looking for the outside to validate you? It's kind of like earlier. Were you here when the lady was asking me for a psychic reading or a tarot reading? To ask me if her person has feelings for her? She was looking for outside validation. You're doing the same thing. It's the same mentality. You're looking for the mirror to tell you what you are. You tell the mirror what you are, not the other way around. JJC, I believe I deserve to be able to choose my career, and I'm often tempted to just quit and try something else, but afraid to take that leap. Why are you afraid? Fear is the opposite of love, not hate. If you had a crystal ball, let's do a hypothetical here. If you had a crystal ball and saw yourself a year from now, 2 years from now, whatever it is, living the life of your dreams, knowing that is your result, what would you do right now? What would you do? Do that now. Everyone thought I was absolutely insane when I left my corporate job. I left my corporate job last year. And I left it many months before I even started posting videos on here again. And I had probably 4 months of living expenses. It's been 10 months. And I still have 4 months of living expenses in my savings. People thought I was nuts because I had a great career. And I left. I gave him my 2-week notice. I was like, because I'm tired of working for a corporation. Literally what I told them. They were like, so there was nothing wrong with your job here? I was like, no. Managers are great. Everything's great. Benefits are great. It's just, I want my time. And I'm going to have my time. I don't want to have to ask you for PTO. I don't, excuse me. I don't want to have to ask you for time off to go be with my family after losses. I don't want to have bereavement time. I don't want to have to put in a notice to go take a vacation. I want to decide I'm taking a vacation. I booked the flight and I'm on the flight the next freaking day. That's the life I want. And they looked at me like I was insane. Right? But that's the life I live now. If I wanted to, I could book a flight right now and go wherever I want. And be just fine. JJC, I'm afraid to take that step and potentially not be ready for it, but I genuinely feel like I would land on my feet. Thus, this time, I'm assuming, I failed before. Why did you fail before? Who were you being when you failed? Stop seeing it as failure. Why don't you see it as the perfect unfolding? But who were you being? For who do you say I am? Jesus asked his disciples. Who are you? The caterpillar asked Alice. I am whoever you say I am. Eminem. It's in everything. It's literally telling you everywhere. Allie, is it lagging? Because when I checked my phone earlier and I went on here, like my other phone, and I went on here on another account, like my personal account, it was working just fine. Like it was in real time. Perfect. Sometimes if you like go backwards on the live, then it delays and then you just go to the current and it'll show you current. Whenever I'm on other people's lives, that happens for me. JJC, did you see my video on Dirty Dancing? Right now, you're not trusting the universe, thus not trusting yourself. That's why you have fear. Samuel, not sure why you're adding yourself, but okay. Yeah, fear is the opposite of love, not hate. Because think about it. When you hate something, you actually fear it. Ooh, deep, right? If you hate something, you actually fear it. Think about it. Like, let's say hypothetically, you hate war. You hate crime. That's because you're afraid of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. but it's still the opposite of love, right? Welcome, Samuel. Are there any other questions, guys? I don't know. Friday seems a little slow. Seems like Saturday and Sunday are my better days. I don't know. I'm trying out different days to see what works for everybody. I thought Friday might work better, but I guess not. I am the guy who has it all. Exactly. Exactly. So if that's who you are, what are you doing right now? Like, what are you going to do about your situation? What would you do right this moment if you knew you would be caught by the universe? Sorry for the slow responses. I'm just now winding down from getting home from work. And see, that's what I think it is. I think everybody's like exhausted from the week. So maybe Friday isn't a good day. Maybe I should just do it on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I don't know how you do that, because I was fed up with like normal hours, like 8-hour days. So I don't know how you do 15 hours. It would not be me. That was me many years ago, like car business days. I will not do it again. I refuse. I wouldn't even think twice about leaving my job. Okay, then there's your answer. There is your answer, sir. You just answered it, not me. And I'm putting oil on my fingers since I just did the top coat. You're grateful that I'm live right now. So is Friday better, or is Saturday or Sunday better? I don't know. Because I usually do Saturday or Sunday. I alternate them a little bit. Yeah, it's been a big shift week for a lot of people. Maybe that's just my awareness or my assumption, but I've had a lot of shifts with a lot of people this week. This week in particular. And there's been a lot of shifts for me as well, like clarity, I would say for me, clarity on direction, clarity on where I want to take this, like my coaching, clarity on services I want to offer. Saturday evening. The only thing is I'm trying not to compete with another individual that likes to go live every Saturday evening. You already know who. I love him, but and it's so funny because I did it tonight to avoid clash with that, and then he announced just, I think today, that he's coming on tonight. I'm like, really, bro? Really? No, I don't mind. It's so funny. It's kind of like when he posted his video of like everything's as easy to manifest as a cup of coffee. I had just posted a video about how the cup of coffee and your SP are the same thing. Like literally right before he did his. It was so funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious what happens in your reality. Okay. JJC, yes, one shift I believe I'm experiencing is no longer believing in rejection or the fear of it. Yeah, I don't care. Like, see, here's the thing is in society, right? There's this stigma that only men get rejected. No, women get rejected all the time. We don't care. We don't care. We don't make it a big deal like men do. Like, I get rejected all the time. It's just, I take that as they're not aligned with me, so I don't care. Right? Like, let's say hypothetically, and it has been in my past, I approach somebody because I find them attractive, right? And I want to talk to them. But they tell me, oh, you're not my type. No problem. Right? Women don't get upset about it like men do. JDC, at all thinking from that end. I don't know what you mean. JJC, yeah, exactly. The same way someone thinks will make or break them for me. The way someone thinks will make or break them. Yeah, I'm not following. And I did read the stuff before that. It's not making sense. And it could just be me. It's been a long week for me, but in a different way. Like, I did a 3-day fast this week, and what most people don't know is that I fast at least once a month for deep meditation. And that's where I get my biggest shifts. That's where I get, like, I release my old self. I release limiting beliefs. A lot of different things when I go into deep meditation after a fast. And so, even though I ate last night, and then I ate recently today, so I fasted 18 hours from last night to today, and then I had some food. So, I'm not fasted right now, but yeah. Sometimes when I'm fasted, even though I get clarity in a lot of other areas, like, it's like sometimes brain doesn't want to brain. Like sometimes brain does not want to brain on a fast. I think you know what I mean. I'm starting a 3-day fast tonight. Perfect. What type of fast do you do? So I usually do just like water and electrolytes, but sometimes I'll do a dry fast. And if I do a dry fast, it's typically only 24 hours max. I know people that do it longer, but that's not for me. Sorry. I'd be parched. I've had people tell me that's why I look young. It's like, no, because that's my assumption. It's different. I know people that fast. I know people that take supplements like I do, and they look their age, or they look older, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just that I don't even feel my age. And I think that's why. Like, I feel like I'm in my mid to late 20s. Like, that's how I feel. So, therefore, it's reflected out. Like, I have no joint pain, no back pain like people my age. I can still go out and outdance people on the dance floor. I can still pop and lock it. I can drop it like it's hot. Like, and most people my age can't do that anymore. JJC, brain didn't want to during a 24-hour fast yesterday. I had a break afterwards. Yeah. And see, this is why when people ask me about fasting, it's like you can't just go straight into it. Especially if you haven't fasted or you haven't fasted for a while. Start with a 16-hour or even a 12-hour for some people. Start with a 12-hour, then do 16, then do 18, then do 24, and you add on to it. Like, I didn't just go into a 72-hour fast. A couple of weeks ago, I did like a 48-hour fast. A week before that, I did a 36-hour fast. A week before that, I did a 24-hour fast. You see what I'm saying? Like, most people don't understand that. I do water and black coffee. Yeah, sometimes I'll have tea with nothing in it, like unsweet tea. Sometimes I'll have coffee. But for me, coffee when I'm fasted, especially if I'm already fasted 48 hours or more, it's not good on my stomach. So that's why I don't do it. But everybody's body is different. I have absolutely, I've been conditioning myself for this 3-day fast for a couple of weeks now but feel ready. Yeah. It's kind of like I had like processed carbs for the first time today and I couldn't finish it. Like, I had a sandwich and I could only finish half of the sandwich, and then I ended up taking like the meat out of it and just ate the meat. And I threw the bread away. Because when I'm fasting, and normally when I eat low carb, high protein, because that works for me, but everybody's different. JJC, do you use metaphysics to prepare you? I affirm things like fasting is my lifestyle, fasting is easy for me frequently to prepare myself. I guess it's because this has just been a practice for so long that mental noise doesn't bother me. So just go get some ice cream, right? Go have a piece of bread. It doesn't bother me. The thoughts are there. I don't acknowledge them. And the same thing for like physical symptoms, like when adrenaline is high and you have the hunger pains, right? It's a hormone response. Most people don't know that. I'm able to ignore it, kind of like when I cured my migraines. I ignored the pain. I knew that it wasn't real. It wasn't my reality. Does that make sense for you? I'm not the person that does affirmations all the time. And I know like other coaches even say to do like self-concept affirmations every day. I maybe do them once a week. I'm more about embodiment than anything else. I don't need affirmations for that. Every now and then I'll do affirmations. Every now and then I'll listen to my own affirmation tracks. I used to, I would say a year, 2 years ago, listen to my affirmation tracks like religiously, like every single night. Sleep headphones, affirmations on as I slept. And I recorded my own. But now I don't feel like I need them. And a lot of my clients get to that point. A lot of my clients have been listening to like subliminals and affirmations from other channels or even mine. And they get to a point where they don't even need it and their life is just already that way. Because that's when you know you've actually embodied. And if you watch my video, The Disney Princess Effect, it's not just for women. I call it the Disney Princess Effect because it gets in the algorithm, but in the video, I say that it's prince or princess. And that's when you know, like once you start experiencing what I call the Disney Princess Effect, that's when you know you are at your highest level. That's when you know your desire is coming. That's when you know your manifestation is here and now or coming. It's unfolding. JJC, I lost 100 pounds using fasting 3 years ago, but fell back into my old reality and thought I was kind of broken for a while, but I pulled myself out of it, so I'm kind of starting over. Are you starting over from scratch? Like, are you back at 100 plus 100 pounds, or no? Because like I gained 20 pounds because I wanted to, because I wanted to show everybody what is possible manifestation, because a lot of my weight loss was manifestation. It wasn't just fasting. I was fasting like without realizing it. But yeah, those videos are on my member side. I have one video on my public side going over how I manifested losing 65 pounds, but I'm doing my current one on my member side. I gained 20 pounds intentionally, and now I'm losing the 20 pounds and keeping the muscle. Melanin, what do you recommend for letting go of the old story with your man? I mean, it depends on you. Everyone's different. You can revise it. You could say he's always been this way, he's always been that way. Reinvent him exactly how you want. Or you could say whatever your circumstances are, whatever is going on currently is part of the unfolding. There's no right or wrong. Falbala. Falbalia? Is it Falbalia or is it Falbala? Hello, how would you revise a love relationship? Can you recommend a practice? Everybody's practice is different. See, I don't teach techniques or methods. You can check out some of the techniques and methods that I have on my channel, but really it's embodiment. It's being the self that already has the reality that you wish to experience. If you want to experience a certain love relationship, why are you not experiencing that within yourself now? Why are you not giving the love to yourself that you want to experience? Why are you focused on something outside of you? When you're focused on someone or something outside of you, you're essentially taking lipstick, and I wish I had one around me. I keep forgetting to put my lipstick over here, but you're essentially wanting to put the lipstick on your face, but you're putting it on the mirror, and you're wondering why the mirror is getting dirty. You see the problem? JJC, oh dude, I saw so many little critters around me today after watching that video yesterday. Awareness. You got the Disney Prince effect. My ex-friend used to tell her I had Prince Eric energy. Ooh, love Prince Eric. So Little Mermaid. JJC, I've lost about 35 pounds the last few months. So I've been working towards it and affirming I'm in the reality where I have my ideal body. You have your ideal body now. When you see yourself in the mirror, see yourself at your ideal body. Or you could do what I did. And these aren't me, but I do have photos of me somewhere on my ideal body. And I have those up too. But you can find a model that you like that is a similar body type to you. So this is Anna Cherie, but I edited to where it's only showing her body. And in some of these, I even edited her hair, right? Let's see, where's it at? Where she's blonde, because she's not, she's brunette. So that way I could have a visual of what I want my body to look like. So ultimately, this is what I'm going for. And I have multiples, right? Like, and I put these up on my wall and I'm like, oh, look at me at the gym. I'm so cute, my gym outfits. Look at me going out with friends. Look at how hot I looked on the beach and on vacation, right? This is what I would tell myself every day. I had these on my wall. Fabala, thank you. It was spot on. Perfect. Am I saying your name correctly? Is it Fabala? Or is the double L a Y sound? Yeah, essentially, I've had people tell me this is like a vision board. I guess so. But instead of this is what I'm getting, this is what I already am. That's the key difference. Instead of this is what I'm getting, this is what I already am. I also have one for the relationship that I wanted, and I'm already experiencing that. So let's talk about it. Let's pull it up. Let's see, where's the photos of that shit? Hold on. Okay. These were photos that I took January last year. January 2024, off of like Pinterest, stuff like that, showing the type of relationship that I wanted, right? Something super romantic. We laugh and we have fun together. We like cuddling together, right? Is it on this one? No, it is not. This one right here. We go out together. We cook together. We dance together. We go to vacations together, right? And I put this on my wall and I said, that's my man right there. That's me and my man making dinner. Look at us making dinner. We're so cute. Look at us at our favorite restaurant having wine. This isn't me or my person, but this is what I put on my wall before I even met my person. And I didn't have a specific person in mind at the time. What I did do is I listed out the qualities that I wanted in a partner. And I met multiple men last year that fit the bill. I first dated a guy for 6 months that fit the bill mostly. There were a few things that were off. And then he exited my life. And I said, okay. See, don't get all huffy puffy about it. And then I met another one that fit majority of it, but not all of it. And then I met one that fitted even more, right? It just keeps getting better and better. Fabala, yes, you said it right. Perfect. JJC, yes, I really like that. I love this. I really want to make them and flex my creative muscle. Yeah, I literally just get photos online of the shit I want. Put it on my wall. Like, I had this taped on my wall. Like, for a while. Y'all know I have a adult son. He doesn't ask. He's like, oh, is that what you are right now? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay. And then he walks out. He knows what I do. He also knows that of how I interpret the Bible. He has a Bible too. He's reading it right now. I think he just got to Genesis again. JJC, I recently was followed by someone who is exactly the type of woman I want to be with. I'm not feeling any resistance about it at all either. Perfect. Did you follow her back? Do what you're guided to do, but did you follow her back? And are you wanting, like, a more, what's the words that I can use? A more masculine type of woman, or a pursuer type of woman that's going to message you? Or do you want more of a feminine type of woman that likes to be pursued, that you want to pursue her? There's no right or wrong, but just go with what you feel is best. Because if you're called to do something, like a post or comment or whatever, do it. Or message. Like, hey, I saw you followed me. Do I know you? Simple. Opens the door. JJC, I followed her before and messaged her some months ago. She randomly followed me this week. I would go like some of her posts, maybe comment. See what happens. But don't do it out of lack. Don't do it out of getting something. Just do it because you want to. Like, if you're inspired to. There's a difference. Like, one time I got a message from a guy that, yeah, was more my type. And he messaged me as if he was replying to a message that I sent him, and I never sent him a message. You see how it can be crazy? And I replied back and then to his message, and then I asked him, I was like, hey, why did you say it this way as if I had already messaged you? He's like, you did, you don't remember? I was like, no, I don't. I was like, I don't see the message anymore. He's like, huh, that's odd, I don't now either. Matrix glitches. All right, guys, does anyone that is in my chat, because there's 19 of you, want to ask a question about manifestation, law of assumption, anything? I will answer you. I'm going to be here another 10 to 30 minutes depending. JGC, exactly. Why I haven't made any moves, because I don't want to do them out of lack, but I honestly believe anything I do is the right move. There you go. As long as you believe it's the right move, then there you go. That's all that matters. It's on this phone because this is more my personal phone. This one that you guys see me like play the messages on is my business phone. So all I do on this one is texting, calls, and WhatsApp. That's all I do on this one. The one that I'm on right now is my main phone. That's my personal phone. If you saw the amount of guys in my DMs and everything, it's a lot. I have men pursuing me nonstop. And it's so funny because, you know, the alpha bros say I've hit the wall. Yeah, I've really hit the wall, huh? All right, Megan, I just finished the 14-day course from you, and I have felt a major shift within myself. I appreciate it. Perfect. And I know we have a call coming up. What, next week? Is it the week after? I forget. I know it's in my calendar, but we have a call coming up, so I know we'll talk about it. Yeah, Monday. We will talk about it, and it's going to be a good time. And if you want that call to just be about you, that's perfect. And then what we can do is if you can email me any feedback from the course, like if you think of any improvements, if you think of like what parts of it you had those major shifts, I'd love to hear about it, because that helps me to know where to fine tune more. Perfect. That's why I make adjustments, because I get feedback and I'm like, okay, let me go in and fix this. Let me go in and fix that. Because there's already been fixes and adjustments to it, I think, before even you got it. When I did my pre-launch. And guys, ooh, that is another update I need to do. And I'm going to post this on my community tab also. The price of my SP course will be going up on June 1st. So we got, what, 7 days? Something like that. So in the next 7 days, the price will be going up. Because of the amounts of transformations that I have, the testimonials, everything that I packed into it. And of course, if you do the course within 7 or 21 days, you get free coaching. So there's a lot of value packed into it. So the price is about to increase. So if you would like it at the discounted price it's at right now, I would get in right now. Just a heads up. And if you need a payment plan, I believe on Stan Store there are like the Clara, is that what it's called, or whatever? I don't know. I never do payment plans, but there are the payment plans options for you guys. Megan, I think I accidentally got the wrong course because I'm already in my relationship, but I just tailored it to my needs and it was great. I think focusing on my self-concept is what helped me so much. Okay, so if you got it, because I've had other people tell me they got it for other things, and I'm like, this is an SP course. Why did you get it? Right? And they told me it was for the self-concept portion of it, which is the first 7 days. Yeah. So you got it for that, for the self-concept part, right? What were you looking to shift? And it's usually one of the major things. Was it career, money, physical changes, health, right? Was it one of those things or something completely different? If it's not SP. I got it to enhance my relationship. Okay. Because it's not ideal right now. Perfect. So, okay. So it was still for a relationship. So you got it for the right reason. I've had people get it because they wanted to shift their career. I'm like, this isn't a career course. It's like, okay, I love you. Thank you. So that's why I talked about this earlier in my live. I'm going to make just a self-concept workshop and then a course. I always start workshops first because some people just need that quick, like, learning experience, and then they're off to the races. They don't need a full course. Other people need a full course, and that's okay. Megan, yeah, it was. Oh, okay. I thought I needed to get the Build-A-Boo one for that. The Build-A-Boo one for what? The Build-A-Boo one can be used for changing a current relationship, or yeah, it can be used to fix a relationship, or it can be used to bring in a whole new person built from scratch. But the 14-day SP course is more in depth. So it can be used for current relationships. It can be used for just a crush. It can be used to bring in a whole new person. It can be used for any of it. I just call it alchemizing your relationship because most people come into it for what you did to fix a relationship. Be it their husband, their boyfriend, someone they just know that they've never been in a relationship with, whatever. Megan, we will get into everything on Monday. Buckle up. It's a lot. Okay. I'm here for it. What I would suggest to make the most out of your time is to write down your questions. Most people will get on the call with me and it's like a deer in headlights. And they're like shocked at first because I literally will ask you right away, what are you looking to get out of this call? And then it's like deer in headlights, right? It's like, I want to make sure you're getting the most out of your time. I'm never here to take people's money for nothing. I want transformation. That's what I want for you. Whether you get my cheapest option on my website, whether you book a call with me, you get a course, I don't care what it is. My goal is transformation. My goal is for you to get the thing, whatever the thing is, right? Ultimately, my goal is to teach you how to fish so you won't need to come get fish. Because when you're watching all these coaches, you're looking to get fish, right? I'm here to teach you how to fish. So you won't need that shit anymore. I know people are like, that doesn't make sense because then I won't need you anymore. Exactly. Why would I want you dependent on me? That doesn't make sense. Megan, I am 18 and I want to make the most of what I know. I am trusting and believing that spending my money to better myself will come back to unfold. Exactly. Well, it always comes back to next. Anytime I've spent money on myself, I know it comes back to next, and so it always does. Literally without fail. Anytime I invest in myself, it comes back. And I was just talking about this earlier in the live, but I invested in myself with coaching from a coach that like literally coaches like motivational speakers and other coaches on how to like bring your personality out more, your individual style, to better help people. And so when I invested in it, I knew my money was going to come back. Literally the week of it going on, I got a random check in the mail that paid for it. And then some. A check I never expected. It was from my insurance company for a settlement I had no idea I was part of. And this is why I'm telling you, you never know how it's going to come. It could come through your job. It could come through the lottery if you play. It could come through any means. You could randomly be walking down the street that you didn't even expect to walk down, and all of a sudden there's a scratcher on the ground. You pick it up and it won money. You never know how things come about. You could get random discounts on things. You could get random free things that you were going to buy and spend your money on, and now you're getting for free. Therefore, that is your money coming back. You see how it comes in ways you never expect. I've had it where like a utility company, this is not something I actually did, okay? Told me I overpaid my bill, and so they refunded me money, and I never did that. But they say I did. What utility company does that, okay? But that's what happened. Like, you never know how the money's going to come to you. Your job is not to know how. Your job is not to know when, okay? The how and when is not up to you. It's just the knowing. I talk about this on my channel all the time. It's the knowing. It's the knowing that everything works out for you without fail every single time. And it's interesting, Megan, because I have a 20-year-old son. So essentially, you're going to get coached by the mama bear. And yeah, he knows what I do. He also knows that I fixed the relationship with him. He knows all of it. From his perspective, everything, like, it's like he came to this realization on his own, which is how I wanted it to go down anyway. Like when he discovered the truth about everything and it fixed everything, that's how I wanted it to happen. I wanted him to find it out on his own, which is exactly what happened. And he knows. He's actually appreciative of it. So yeah, when you are fixing a relationship with somebody, when you are manifesting someone, they think that it was their own idea. They think that, oh, I was inspired by this, or I found out this, or whatever it is. Megan, I need it. You can be tough on me. I'm sure he feels thankful to have the information you have. Yeah, I mean, we talk every day. Literally before this live, we were watching shows. We were watching Chosen. And my video on Sunday for my Take Me to Church series will be on a recent episode of The Chosen that inspired me to go over some scriptures. They probably weren't the scriptures that were for that episode, but it was inspired by the episode, if that makes sense. And I will be having a video for my neurospicy people, but it's going to be off camera because I don't know why my neurospicy people don't like my mask. I don't know why. I'm kind of offended. I'm kidding. Many people ask me why I wear the mask, because I like it. That's number one. I like it, and because I want you to focus on what I'm saying, not who I am, not what I look like, everything else, right? None of those things matter. Pay attention to the words that are coming out of my mouth, the message, because it's just a reflection of you anyway. And JJC, if you're still in here, speaking of like weight loss, so I gained 20 pounds from September to like a month ago. And that's when I made the first video over on my member side of my current like physical changes. And I've lost, I think 9 pounds. I think it was 9 pounds. I don't know. I got to look at my scale stats and all that stuff when I do my video. I'm going to do it, but I took the photos already. I took the photos today for the video. I just need to record the video and then I'm going to get it up. That's going to go on the member side. I've lost 9 pounds so far and I'm still maintaining my muscle, which is what I want. And so I've got another 11-ish to go. 11 to 15, I would say, is where I want to be. But it's more so a look than anything else. The weight doesn't matter to me. And I know people will say, oh, 9, 10 pounds is normal for a month, and not for my size. I'm 5'1". It is for someone that is tall and bigger. If they have more fat to lose or more weight to lose, then yes, 8 to 10 pounds is a typical amount for a month. But someone that is smaller and doesn't have as much weight to lose, it is usually slower. Usually. But not if your assumption that it's not. All right, guys, I will be on here for another 12 minutes. So if you got a question, put it in the chat or forever hold your peace. I'm kidding. And then I will announce the next time that I'm going to be on here next week. Because I never know what my week is going to look like. That's why I don't do it until the week of. Like, I announce it a few days before because I never know, like, what I'm doing. That's why. I live in the now, that's why. Like, people ask me, what's your 5-year goal? I don't know. What is my goal right now? I can tell you that. Where do you want to be in 5 years? I don't know. Can we talk about now? Because that's all you got anyway. I know where I'm at right now. And that's all that matters. The thing is like, when people are like, oh, be tough on me, I'm not masculine. So it's not going to be aggressive. I've had people tell me, yeah, you're strict, yeah, you're blunt, you're raw, all these things, but you do it in a feminine way. Melanin, it's me, haha, coming in and out. I'm doing things in between. No worries. I get it. I get it. That's why I think maybe Friday isn't the best day for me. Not right now. Maybe in the future. Maybe Saturday and Sunday is my better day for coming on here. If I do Saturday, though, it's more going to be during the day because I don't want to be on at nighttime. Sunday, maybe nighttime. We'll see. But who knows? I'm random. I might pop on here at like midnight or something and be crazy. Because midnight is like 9 p.m. Cali time. Hi, Melanin. I see you. Is the chat delayed for you? I thought this is the plug for this. It is. Okay, cool. All right, guys, 9 more minutes. So if you have a question, I'm here, but in 9 minutes, I'm gonna go. Chat was delayed. Okay. And sometimes that happens if you accidentally like go backwards. Just come to the more present like time, I guess, and it'll be corrected. YouTube is weird like that. I tried going live over on TikTok and it was not it. Probably never again. Most boring time of my life. And it's crazy because my videos and stuff get views over there. But yeah, the live part, no. I'm good. I don't have time to just sit there on live waiting for people and stuff. I feel like that's how a lot of people that go live on TikTok start out. And good for them, but it's not me. So I think YouTube is the place where I prefer to be live. You don't like TikTok? Okay. And that's fair. The only thing that I do on TikTok is I repost my videos from here most of the time. There is one video that I tried to post on here that I recorded originally on TikTok, and then I tried to post it on here, and YouTube rejected it because of the sound, the music. Like TikTok allowed it. It was a sound that was on TikTok, but YouTube rejected it. I forgot what video it is, but it's stuff that I say on here anyway. So it's like you're not missing anything. And I do that because people do find me on TikTok and then they end up on here. And I also post like if okay, so I got disconnected and then I came back. My shorts, if they are under a minute and 30 seconds, then I also post them on Instagram Reels, but Instagram Reels won't allow anything over a minute and 30 seconds. Whereas like YouTube Shorts will allow up to 3 minutes. And TikTok allows up to 10 minutes. So I take some of my long form videos, some of them, and I shorten it down to under 10 minutes, and then I put it on TikTok as well. I shorten it down or I speed it up. Like one recently, like the Disney Princess Effect one, I sped it up slightly so that way it went under 10 minutes and I put it on TikTok. I just take YouTube language out of it when I do that. Like, check my description, right? Like stuff like that. Yeah, if you're not on TikTok, you're not missing anything. It's the same stuff. Same stuff on here. I just post it to different platforms so that way people can find me. That's all. Because with YouTube, what's going on is a lot of my subscribers were from when I did tarot and twin flame coaching. That's why earlier someone came in wanting a psychic reading. I don't do that. Could I do it? Yeah. Do I need to? No. Right? That's why they came in for that. Because a lot of my subscribers were from that, from when I used to do tarot. And so now it's like YouTube's trying to figure out where to place me, where to put me. So that's why a lot of my growth has been weird, but I don't care. The right people find me. That's all I care about. The right people find me. And it's my assumption that the people that find me, I'm their last stop anyway. Like usually they've gone to multiple other coaches, they've done a lot of other courses, or they've just done manifestation, law of assumption, all of the things for years or a long time and didn't get results. And then they come to me and they're like, oh, it's really this easy. It's like, yeah, it's this easy. That's all I tell them. In a nutshell. Right? Sometimes it goes deeper than that, but that's essentially the core of it, is I simplify it. Because it really is simple. It's your ego mind that wants to complicate it. Your mind wants to make it harder than it is. Okay, guys, we got 3 more minutes. So I'll be able to take a question if anybody has a specific question. If not, I'm getting off of here. And I'm going to go enjoy my evening. Maybe edit a video so I can get it out tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. Probably go work out. Work out, edit video, call it a night. Justin, very rarely does the heart and mind align. I mean, that's an assumption. You could easily change that and say that it does. Could easily change that assumption around. No, you surrender to one or another. Again, that's your assumption. That's what you are declaring. That doesn't have to be anybody else's truth. If that's your truth, that's cool. It's not mine. Patrick, what are you into? Manifestation? What about you? It seems like you guys are joining me late. I'm got 1 more minute and I'm off here. Melanin, what do you do for self-concept? You're glowing. Embodiment. That's what self-concept is. Self-concept is being the person, the identity that has your desired reality. So, let's say you want to be a boss babe, right? You want to be a multi-million-dollar entrepreneur. How would you act and move if you were that person? Act as them now. So, for me, right? I know my needs are always taken care of in that regards, but also, it's my assumption that I look and feel like I'm in my mid to late 20s. I am not in my mid to late 20s. I have a 20-year-old son. And so because that is my assumption and because that's how I embody and how I move and how I go about my life, that is what is reflected out. I did not look like this about 2 years ago. All right, guys. I've been on here 2 hours. So if you missed me, sorry you came late. But you can join me next time. I always announce on my community posts when I'm going live. Usually a day, 2 days, something like that before I go on here. So if you missed it, come join me next time. I'm usually on Saturday or Sunday. This is like one of the first times I've been on here on a Friday. Okay, I'll answer Mel because Mel's been with me a long time. Mel, speaking of self-concept, what is your advice on staying in the state of the new version of yourself? There are times I feel like I'm gaslighting myself, but I know it's the old version pushing through. Exactly what you just said. So staying in the state. You don't really need to stay in the state. See, there's so much language, and I say different language for different people to get it. Okay? You don't have to believe what you're saying. It's just an inner knowing. It's kind of like, have you ever had a life experience where you believed one thing, right? You believed this would happen as a result of this, but your inner knowing was completely opposite. And then what happened is the knowing happened, but the belief didn't. So you don't even have to believe. You don't have to be in a quote unquote state. You don't have to be in high vibration. You don't have to affirm all day. You don't have to do all these things. Just be the person that has the experience that you want and know it to be true. Like you know that your first name, right? Like you know that you have air to breathe. Like you know that the sun is going to rise every morning. Do you affirm that you have air to breathe? Do you need to visualize that you have air to breathe? Right? And do you ever say, oh, I can't see it. I can't see it in my 3D. Well, you physically can't see oxygen, but you know it's there. Right? Do you visualize for the sun to rise every morning? No, you know that it will. You know it is fact. That is how you have to know who you are and your reality, however you want it to be. Know it is fact. Just like if someone was to call you the wrong name, if a stranger came up to you on the street and let's say they called you Alex, right? And your name is Melissa. You would say, oh, you must be mistaken. I'm Melissa, right? Why don't you do that with everything else? Thoughts are just thoughts. Feelings are just feelings. They're the human experience. They don't mean anything. Okay? All right. I'm getting off of here. Like I said, I've been on here over 2 hours. If you would like to watch the replay, you can. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Pay attention to my community posts to know when I am live. So that way you guys can catch me if you came in late. But I will see you guys next time. And I know no matter when you're watching me, day or night, you're about to have the best day or night of your life. And I already know that's the case for you. Take care.